Welcome back to the Prime Focus Goalkeeping channel. I'm your host, Brandon Miller, and today we're going to talk about some great activation exercises that goalkeepers can do before the start of training and before the start of the games with a mini band here that'll get your lower body ready to perform. So, using a mini band can often help you with a lot of these exercises, can help you start to get those glutes activated, get those hamstrings activated, get those hip flexors, and get your quads, everything lower body. A lot of work that we're gonna do here is focused on those glutes and those hamstrings and those hip flexors so that you're able and ready and activated to perform once you hit training or when you hit a game. So, first thing that we're gonna talk about is a lateral walk, all right? So having that band, focusing on having a good set position here. Think about the set position that you have when you get set for a strike, and then we're just gonna walk out laterally. So we're gonna have Coach Pablo do a few here, where he's walking out, and he's walking back now, back to his left side, right? You could even sit a little bit lower if you want to activate those glutes a little bit more, and he walks out, making sure he maintains that distance between his feet and not getting too tight, keeping that band nice and tight. He's out and he's back in. So that's a great exercise to start off with, really get those glutes engaged. Now, when you can come facing forward here, now we can do a little lateral walk where we're working on pushing out and coming back in, pushing out and coming back in. So coming forward with so down in that set position again and coming forward, out with lateral step. Now this is a good one because we think about that little lateral step that we take sometimes when we dive, right? Making sure that step is nice and explosive. The little tension from the band is gonna help us start to activate the muscles necessary for that stretch or for that movement. All right, so we've got the lateral movement, we've got the diagonal movement. If you notice, Coach Pablo went backwards as well. From there, we're gonna have Coach Pablo drop the band down to his ankles. All right, so if you really want to start to engage those glutes a little bit more, we're just gonna go here and we're gonna go single leg and go out wide, right? Focusing on engaging that glute, use the tension, get out as far as we can and control it back in. And we can go both legs there. Right, making sure we activate both sides, key. Right, so going out laterally, really feeling the burn in that glute. We can also go forward, right, going straight out. Right, just making sure we're working on our balance, but we're also starting to activate certain muscles, hamstrings, our groins, getting everything ready to play. And the last one we do here is going backwards, right? A little backwards on the diagonal and focusing on control here, right? Sitting down a little bit with that knee so we have a little bit more stability and control. Going both sides here, perfect. All right, so then you can start to add the ball in here as well, because when we put that band back up to our knees, this can start to help us with a lot of the issues that goalkeepers see a lot of times when they are dealing with strikes, specifically volleys or balls coming straight at them. Those knees tend to drop in, right? So we're in here and ball comes in and we tend to go in here. So our knees, we don't have that strength in our set position to hold our position and simply stay here. A lot of times we dip in and we want to avoid that, right? Because we can't be powerful from here and pushing out laterally. We want to make sure our knees stay out. So utilizing this band, you're in your set position and we're focusing on keeping that band out while we catch some volleys, right? Focusing on what does my lower body look like? How do I keep my knees pushed out so I can be in a strong position for me athletically in order to be able to move one side or the other, right? So that's a really good drill to do with the ball just to help with your knees. So once that lower body's activated, we can keep the band on and start to incorporate the ball. And those are some of the best exercises that I like to do warming up with my goalkeepers or when I'm in training to get my body ready to perform. All right, so we've got the lateral walks with the band. We've got the diagonal walks with the band forward and back. We've got some movement with our legs going straight out, going forward and going back diagonally. All of that helps to activate some important muscles in your lower body so that you're prepared to perform when you need to. So that's all we got for today. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments section. Be sure to hit subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest video releases. But until next time, stay focused.